Welcome back to Aviation and Dia, where we bring you the truth from the skies. Today's topic isn't about dream jets or amazing deals. It's about the nightmares. We're talking about 9 used airplanes that you should avoid at all costs, even if they look like a bargain. Some of these planes might be cheap, but they'll drain your wallet with endless maintenance, parts that no longer exist, and problems that never end. Buckle up, because these aircraft are the definition of looks good on paper, disaster in the hangar. Beechcraft Duke. The Beechcraft Duke is one of aviation's biggest traps for unsuspecting buyers. It looks like luxury, speed, and prestige. But behind that shiny fuselage hides one of the most expensive aircraft to maintain in its class. Its pressurization system constantly fails, the complex twin turbocharged engines are demanding, and repairs can easily skyrocket beyond the purchase price. Many owners describe the Duke as a beautiful problem, and they're not wrong. You can find one around $200,000, but the annual upkeep can exceed $40,000 without warning. Finding mechanics who truly understand it is rare, and most maintenance shops groan when they see one coming. Still, it's a gorgeous machine to look at, and that's where your love for it should end. It's not a bad airplane, it's just built for owners with unlimited budgets. If you want a luxury twin that won't empty your wallet, there are far better options than the Duke. Piper Aerostar. Fast, sleek, and powerful, the Piper Aerostar is a pilot's dream and a mechanic's nightmare. Designed for performance, it was once among the fastest piston twins ever made. But that speed came with extreme complexity. Its tight engine bays make cooling a major problem, and its systems are crammed together like a puzzle. Even small repairs can take days of labor. Owners report constant struggles with fuel leaks, corrosion, and hard-to-find parts. You might find one for around $180,000, but maintaining it properly can cost nearly a quarter of that every year. Its demanding flight characteristics also make it unsuitable for less experienced pilots. It's the kind of airplane that demands everything from you: time, money, and patience, and gives very little back. It's admired at air shows, but dreaded in ownership. Cessna 421 Golden Eagle. The Cessna 421 is known for its comfort and speed, but few mention how brutally expensive it is to own. Its engines are sensitive to every throttle movement. Run them wrong once, and you'll be paying $80,000 to $100,000 for overhauls. The pressurization system also needs constant attention, and the avionics in many used units are outdated or unreliable. Sure, you can find one for around $250,000, but the true cost comes later. It's a plane for owners who fly often enough to justify the upkeep and who can afford unexpected bills. Pilots say it's like owning a luxury car that requires a new engine every 2 years. On paper, it's a great step up from smaller twins. But in reality, it's a ticking financial time bomb for anyone without deep aviation pockets. Mooney M20K 231. The Mooney M20K 231 looks like the perfect combination of speed and efficiency, but the reality is less impressive. The turbocharged engine system is fragile, especially when mishandled. It requires constant monitoring to prevent overheating or damage. Owners often describe it as a plane that punishes mistakes harshly. Despite its reputation for speed, the complexity outweighs the benefits for many private pilots. You can pick one up for around $120,000, but you'll spend a good portion of that again each year keeping it running right. The aircraft demands a careful technical pilot and an equally skilled mechanic. It's a brilliant design trapped by its own engineering ambition. When it flies, it's fantastic. But when it breaks, and it will, it reminds you why simplicity in aviation is often smarter than sophistication. Rockwell Commander 114. The Rockwell Commander 114 turns heads on the ramp with its beautiful lines, but few owners are smiling once the bills arrive. Its heavy airframe and underwhelming climb rate make it feel sluggish, and its fuel consumption is higher than similar aircraft with better performance. Replacement parts are expensive and hard to source, and many mechanics complain about its cramped layout. You can buy one for about $140,000, but you'll quickly learn why so many sit unsold for months. The Commander was meant to be a luxury touring plane, yet it falls short in both efficiency and practicality. Pilots often joke that the only thing it commands is your wallet. It's a classic case of overpromise and underdeliver. Stunning from the outside, disappointing once you fly it regularly. Piper Navajo Chieftain. Big, comfortable, and powerful, but also one of the most maintenance-heavy twins you can buy. The Piper Navajo Chieftain was built for commercial use, and that's part of the problem. When used privately, its operating costs feel absurdly high. Twin turbo engines, aging avionics, and constant pressurization checks make it a money pit. A decent used one can cost around $230,000, but annual expenses can exceed $50,000. The plane guzzles fuel, requires specialized maintenance, and parts are becoming scarce. Even experienced operators say it's hard to keep the Navajo profitable or enjoyable to fly privately. It's an aircraft that commands respect and fear in equal measure. Cessna 336 Skymaster. The push-pull design of the Skymaster was meant to revolutionize general aviation, but it ended up creating new problems instead. The rear engine overheats easily due to poor airflow, and maintenance access is notoriously bad. Mechanics often charge extra just to work on it because of how much effort it takes to reach key components. The plane also suffers from weight balance issues and an unusual sound that can confuse even experienced pilots during emergencies. You might find one for around $90,000, but unless you enjoy troubleshooting every weekend, it's not worth it. The concept was innovative. The reality was impractical. Grumman Tiger A5B. The Grumman Tiger is a beloved name, but older models have turned into headaches. While fun to fly, many have structural issues that are costly to repair. Replacement parts are becoming rare, and because the company no longer produces them, owners often wait months for small components. The canopy leaks on older units, corrosion is common, and avionics are outdated. You can buy one for about $85,000, but don't expect an easy ownership experience. The Tiger's charm fades fast once you face your first maintenance inspection. It's a great weekend flyer, if you can afford to keep it airworthy. Piper Malibu early models. The early Malibu is one of the most notorious money pits in private aviation. It had everything going for it: pressurization, speed, comfort, but the execution failed miserably. Engine failures were frequent, the airframes developed cracks, and many were grounded early in their lives. Even though later Malibu models fixed most issues, the early ones remain a cautionary tale. You might find one for around $300,000, but unless it's been completely rebuilt and inspected by experts, it's like buying a ticking time bomb with wings. It's the classic case of don't let beauty fool you. A gorgeous plane that hides chaos behind the cockpit. So there you have it. 9 used planes you should never buy, no matter how tempting the price looks online. They promise performance, comfort, or prestige, but what they really deliver are endless repairs, frustration, and sleepless nights. Remember, in aviation, a cheap airplane often turns into the most expensive lesson you'll ever learn. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe to Aviation India, where we tell the truth about what really flies and what really fails.